Happy Sunday. It's fucking early, dude. It feels like it. It's really not, but it feels like it. Yep, we got shit to do today. The weather's starting to cool off. You can feel it. I'm so happy for that. You have no idea. I'm so fucking happy for that. Working in that fucking heat sucks. Leaves are starting to change on some of these trees too, just a little bit. Oh, I'm ready for it too. Hell yeah, long sleeve and hoodie season. Damn right. We had a good night. Actually, we were going to go do something. She got off work late, but we both kind of felt like old people coming here and just hanging out. We watched a movie, fell asleep. It was nice. We're both kind of on the same page. I don't have any interest in going out to bars and shit anymore. Which, you know, I used to be in the bars heavy. I've been in bars my whole life kind of heavy because I played pool and hustled pool tables. And, dude, I walk into the bar with $5, walk out with $500. After buying drinks all fucking night. Danny, shut your ass up and get the fuck out of here. But otherwise, I don't have a purpose being in a bar if I'm fucking not drinking anyway, so. Who's always a negative person? Bitch, don't come in here talking like you fucking know me or something. Oh, my bad. I thought you were talking about me. I'm sorry. Man, I'm not big on football. Never have been. I played football a little bit growing up, but I never have been big on football. Thank you. No, she don't want to be. Why she got to be on camera for everybody to know I'm with somebody? I'm pretty good at shutting bitches down in case you hadn't noticed. I got haters trying to comment. Nah, I got it. We're happy, that's what counts. So, both made a lot of drastic changes too, so. No, I like dirt bikes. You like to watch 350-pound sweaty men chase a fucking ball all goddamn night, scream at a TV that can't fucking hear you like you're playing the game. And then you like to watch those guys get tackled by 350-pound sweaty men that are going to smack his ass when he gets up. That's fucking real cute. Real fucking cute. I like to put about 225 pounds of fucking horsepower, torque, flammable, combustible liquids in between my legs and send it and see how high and far I can fucking go. Real fucking cute. Congratulations, motherfucker. You won the... Never mind. Bill Poto's badass. I'm real interested in seeing Dungy make the come up. I kind of think everybody says, oh, well, he was born and bred for. I don't give a fuck, man. You still got to have the balls to do it. Deegan. That kid has a fucking... He's just a hard ass. And like it or not, that kid did not become that good. I don't give a shit if his dad was a pro racer or not. That kid had to put the work in to be that damn good. And he is. He's just fucking good. He's fucking dead on accurate with every move he makes on that fucking bike. I noticed that asshole didn't have anything else to say after the fucking football comment. Oh, what you like, baby dolls? Jesus Christ. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm ignoring those questions. Our life is not going to continue to be here. All y'all need to know is we're both okay, we're both happy, and we're going to leave it at that. Going good, going good. No, you good. I mean, I ain't mad at you. But I gotta address it, man. You know? She's in there on the phone with her cousin, so I'm out here kicking it right now, trying to wake the fuck up, dude. I'm exhausted. I got her a job with some property management companies. Well, she got her job. We did it together, but I've been telling her for a long time, like, babe, you're just too fucking good to be bossed around by some fucking corporate ass job when you can get out here, make more money, have more freedom, and be happier, make your own damn schedule, you know. And so we went and got her some cards made, and because I've got a name in the business, we right off rip ran into a couple people that knew me And they gave her work the next day. So, not bad when you can make about $700 in a weekend. And I don't know who just said I treat women like shit. No, I don't. And nobody's gonna fucking agree with you that knows me. Yes, she was. I was helping her. I wasn't there when she was on live. I had to get my hair cut. But doing cleanings and like apartment and housing turnover. Somebody moves out, we go in, clean it, get everything right, painting. And then it's a win-win because between the two of us, we're a one-stop shop for any property management company. I can do major repairs, flooring, subflooring, major drywall jobs, shower remodels, or kitchen and bathroom remodels, decks, fences, porches, siding, roofing, you name it. And I've already got my business established doing all of that. I'm booked for the next 3 months or 2 months with my own clientele, and now I'm stepping back out into the property management world, which it doesn't pay as much, but you get a lot of volume. And I've got a guy that used to work for me. He's been traveling to Alabama for work, back and forth for work now, and he's been begging for a fucking job. So I could probably pull in couple $3,000 a week, have him run the truck and profit somewhere between $1,500 and $2,000 a week. Pay him $1,000-$1,200 a week. He's happy. So now I've got, somewhere between $4,000 and $8,000 a month coming in that I'm really not doing anything for. Yes, I was going to put the metal roof on my house, but my house is on stilts and it's way the fuck up there. And I couldn't find anybody who really had the balls to get up there with me. So what I did is I got a partner of mine that that's all he does is metal roofs. He's got a Hispanic crew that is fast. Shit, he's like, T, give me $3,200, I'll do it. And I paid them. I bought the materials, so I got a $25,000 metal roof for about $8,700. I'm in Florida. Yeah, it's one-stop shop and do landscaping and everything too. And I've got one hell of a good reputation for myself too. And as much as people think I'm a fucking asshole, in my line of work, it's required because people, one, will walk all over you, but number two, when you're dealing with tens of thousands of dollars, people don't want any sugar-coated bullshit. Okay, they respect you more when you tell them exactly how it is, what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And then when you go in and you stand on fucking business and you do a good goddamn job like I do, they're handing money over fists for people like that here. And there's very few of us. I mean, the competition, we almost have none. Because what happens is people either become extremely greedy and start charging outrageous prices, or they're a slack ass and do half-ass work, or both. And when you can run competitive pricing and provide quality work, be upfront with the customer, and be informative and communicative with the customer, and make the process easy for them in that way, you're just going to keep raking fucking business in. And that's exactly what I've been doing. And it works out great because, especially on like kitchen and bathroom remodels and whatnot, I can go in and rebuild it. And I can send her in right in behind me. And it's a sales point for me where I can tell the customer, hey, after I remodel the kitchen, my wife cleans houses and she'll come in and clean the house for you for free, and I'll pay her. But they don't know that they don't know I put that into my quote. They still get it cheaper than they would anywhere else. But I do put it into my quote. That's the first time anybody ever told me I remind them of Kenny Chesney. Usually it's like Justin Moore. Everybody tells me I remind them of Justin Moore. I don't know that I'd remind anybody of Tim McGraw either, even though I think Tim McGraw is a fucking legend. I guess my lifestyle probably from old Tim McGraw used to be a wild motherfucker. You know, his dad was a professional baseball player, Tug McGraw. Yep. And he was a badass pitcher, too. That song, Live Like You Were Dying, was about his dad. I wouldn't be surprised if Tim McGraw did that shit. Back in the day, Tim was wild as hell. I would have, too. I mean, that dude had it going on. Like Indian Outlaw days. That whole first Greatest Hits album was the best album he ever put out. Well, and I've always been a big Tim McGraw fan, and she's always been a big Kenny Chesney fan. I've seen Tim McGraw twice in concert, both times on my birthday, and both times Faith Hill was there too. She's beautiful, especially back then. She was just beautiful. He's a lucky man. Oh yeah. I don't like a lot of Tim McGraw's newer music. I think he became too soft. The raw and realness of his outlawish style of music back then was really, really good. It was fitting, and everybody was drawn to it because it was so raw and real. And now you can tell, like, in his music that he's trying to soften things up, but too much. And it's not him. It's not the Tim everybody loved. Ryan Stanley, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Yeah, that's the only team I keep up with football, bro. And even then, I don't even watch football anymore. I just watch the scores. Sporting a 10-year losing streak, hell yeah. I always pull for the underdog. See, I like George Strait. Who don't like George Strait? But I'm not infatuated with George Strait like most people are. A lot of people are like infatuated with his music, and I'm not. I like a lot more like outlaw country. And country ain't country anymore, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. It's not. You can't fucking put a fucking pop song with a twang to it and call it country. That's not what it is. Don't like Luke Bryan. I don't like Luke Bryan. He's got a couple songs that are alright, but I do not like Luke Bryan or the goddamn skinny jeans he wears on stage. I think he gives country a bad name. Yep, I like Hank and Travis Tritt and Waylon and Willie and Conway, Johnny Cash, David Allen Coe. She's big on Keith Whitley and Dwight Yoakam too. Alan Jackson. I've always kind of thought Garth was a little on the side anyway, but he does have some good music. Merle. Yep. Zach Brown's all right. I think he came out again in that era of pop country, to where it wasn't as bad as it is now, but he's still not. Of course, I like Jelly Roll. You got to understand where I come from. It's a little bit of outlaw country and a little bit of hood. But yeah, me and Taryn talk about Toby a lot. Yeah, I've heard of the Lags. Fuck yeah. Of course. Of course. Who doesn't like Chris Stapleton? And actually, he was part of a band called the Steel Drivers for a long time, before people ever really knew like Chris Stapleton for him. I've seen Jelly Roll twice. Taryn took me to see Jelly Roll right around the time we first met. Caught the ass into the concert because we were fucking around, but good concert. He is. I love that about Jelly Roll, that he was humble enough to put the gangster past behind him and be open about who he really is and who he really wants to be, and really truly live out of his heart. And that is what I admire the most about Jelly Roll, which again is why his music is so fucking good, because every bit of it is real. And I love music from an artist that you can just tell that's the life they lived, you know? No, he can't hide it. There's no hiding it with Jelly Roll at all. Yeah, I grew up with a lot of rock myself. Three Doors Down, Matchbox 20. I've seen Nickelback. That was one of the best fucking concerts I'd ever been to in my life. But yes, I like classic rock too. Poison, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Warrant. Motley Crue. Yeah, me and Taryn were going to go see Kid Rock and Hank at the Stomp the Country Festival. Yeah, Chad Kroger puts on one hell of a good fucking concert. And when who was out? Billy Squires, I like him. Oh yeah, I love older music. I even like some blues, like BB King, um, Tab Benoit. That's a little more of a modern Southern blues. Um, Government Mule. Nah, Journey's for the I'm not big on Journey. Otis Redding. Yep. Who don't like Stevie Ray Vaughan? That motherfucker's a legend. I've never been big on ZZ Top, like Metallica, Pink Floyd, Bob Seger. Trying to think who sings that song separately. It's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't remember it. Fuck. Yeah, who don't like Skinner? I'm from the South too, damn it. Like, it's just un-American to not like Skinner from the South. I saw Rodney Atkins in concert, and I'm gonna tell you what, that is absolutely the worst sounding artist I've ever heard in person. Auto tune, he uses auto tune like a motherfucker. Brooks and Dunn, Montgomery Gentry. I like all of them. Justin Moore, I'm big on Justin Moore too. Albert Cummings. Yes, he sings that song separately. Albert Cummings. Thank you. A great song. I don't know. I know with. Nah, I'm not a big Five Finger fan at all, man. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Nickelback is better than Five Finger. All day. All day. Thank you, thank you. Bon Jovi. Who don't like Bon Jovi? Aerosmith. I'm from Florida. No, that's this new girl. Her name's Quantanacia. Her middle name's Renee. She goes by Nene. Queen, of course. Uh-huh. Speaking of church, Eric Church. That's another one. Long time. Mm-hmm. I'm very selective on heavy metal, like Drowning Pool, Corn, Disturbed. Those are all right. Um, Mudvayne, Rob Zombie. Of course, I like Brantley Gilbert. Brad Paisley. That's one thing I like about Brad Paisley. His music didn't change a lot like Tim McGraw's did, and he didn't go with the trend of what the world wanted. Everybody likes Garth Brooks, but everybody knows he's a little. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I think everybody knows that. Yeah, we got shit we gotta do today. Listen, I've said it about 5 times this live already. What me and her got going on don't matter. We're both okay and happy right now. That's all y'all need to know. Thank you, Ethan. I really appreciate that, dude. I really appreciate some of y'all that have been positive in here and keeping that positivity and support and rooting for me and her both. Regardless of if you had a side or not throughout it, I really appreciate the support y'all gave her, but also me too. So, yeah, I genuinely appreciate a lot of that, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. And I'm not the asshole everybody thinks I am. I'm just not gonna put up with any fucking half-witted questions and blatant ignorance. And I'm a straight shooter and shoot straight from the fucking hip. And I don't have a filter at all. I'll never even try to have a filter. I don't clean shit up for nobody. I am who I am, and if people don't fucking like that, I really don't give a shit. You know, I got a good heart, and I work my fucking ass off, and I give a fuck about my family. And I'll be the first motherfucker to help my worst enemy out of a fucking ditch fucked up. So, I'm also the first motherfucker to put somebody on their back, and also be the first motherfucker to reach my hand down, help them up, tell them I ain't want to have to do it, and see if we can find common grounds after. No, I got work I got to do to both of my boats. I just ain't had time. We got other shit going on right now. No, Arnie ain't turned up yet. And it's crazy, dude. I posted $1,000 reward, and it went all over the place from the county page. It was shared fucking 50 times, and he's not turned up and whatnot. But I got people that are sending me like fucking posts of dogs that they look similar, but you could tell it's not the same fucking dog. Like this girl sent me a post from July 5th. Like he's only been gone a week. God damn, use your fucking brain. Like half these people I want are questioning like, how do you see something that doesn't look the same? And you're like, oh, is this it? No, motherfucker. Does that look like him? The picture's posted. Yeah, and I'm not the guy. Don't come asking me if your ass looks fat in a pair of jeans, because I'm going to tell you if it does, you know. Well, what do you want me to do? Oh, no, you look great. Let you go out there looking like a busted can of biscuits or something. I ain't. You my lady. You want to look good, I'm going to help you look good. You know, I'll tell you what I fucking think. Goddamn. I ain't about to set you up for failure. But the truth don't always fucking feel good, man. That's just what it is. That's why I try to tell people all the time. You know, I ain't out here trying to toot my own horn. I am a good man. But I don't feel like I have to tell people that. I say that because it's fucking true. And I try to lead people by example sometimes too. And what people don't realize is humble don't feel good. Real being a good man, being a good person don't fucking feel good, because that means having the integrity to do the right thing even when nobody's watching. You know, and no, it don't fucking feel good. Yeah, you're gonna meet motherfuckers that are like that. They got a little bit of a fucking chip on their shoulder because most of the world ain't like them and they feel alone in this world. You know, and then on top of that, they're lashed out against just for telling the fucking truth that people don't want to hear. I'm 32. I have no problem owning up to my faults and mistakes, and I like losing. I like being wrong. I learn something every single time. First step towards success is quit being afraid to fail. And it's like wearing a t-shirt. You know, you got to own your mistakes and fuck ups like a t-shirt. You wake up every morning with that t-shirt on. And you look in the mirror, you don't like what you see, well then change the motherfucking t-shirt. Man, a lot of mental health is mind over matter, and I know that sounds stupid to say it that way, but it's not. Um, you got to prioritize those thoughts, man, and it's way easier said than done, without a doubt. It's way easier said than done. Nah, boys are with my mama this weekend. There ain't no change in the past, man. You change your future, and that's it. But your present has to work, has to do things different than the past for your future to be changed. Can't do anything about anything other than right here and now, what you do right now. Charlie Daniels said it best: watch where you go and remember where you've been. Hold on a minute. Hey, honey. I'm gonna finish this cigarette and this cup of coffee, and I'll be ready to rock. Okay? Absolutely. In a minute. Yes, ma'am. I love you. And you know, dude, I genuinely don't give a fuck what people say. I really don't. You know, I thought my dad was awful for it. And though my dad, he's still, me and him don't talk. We ain't talked in almost 2 years now. I was about 17, and he told me one time, he said, son, the day you learn to quit giving a fuck, your life will change for the better. And, you know, I just thought, man, what a fucking asshole. You know, like, how do you just fucking not give a fuck? I mean, you got all these things that matter. And what he meant was, you're supposed to give a fuck about the things that count, that are going to benefit you, that you need in life, and the people that you love. But all this hearsay, all the shit you can't change, mistakes you made in the past, what people say about them, the judgment they have on you, none of that shit fucking matters. And it don't. If it don't affect my money, my personal property, my kids or loved ones or me directly, I really don't give a shit. And a lot of people really can't get up underneath my skin that bad. You know, if you did something to affect any of that, you ain't got to come looking for me, because I'm going to find you. I'll come straight to your doorstep with it. You know, I'm raw in those ways. Yeah, it's none of my business what your opinion of me is. Your opinion of me is none of my fucking business. The biggest things that are, don't fuck with my money, my kids, my lady, my mama, or my dog. You don't fuck with those things. Or what's mine. You don't fuck with those things. And I may not be a big dude, but I drop most guys down to my height real fast. And I'm not fucking proud of that. And that's not a hey, look at me. That's coming from a place of pain, dude. It's coming from a place I really didn't want to fucking be. Dude, I was 7, 8, 9 years old fighting kids 3, 4, 5 years older than me. And sometimes 3, 4, and 5 of them at a time just keep fucking shoes on my feet at one time. You know, my whole life. I was 14 years old hustling pool tables, taking money from grown-ass motherfucking men. And that causes problems, dude. But that's all I had. That was my way of making it in life at the time. You know, no, I didn't say I'm Billy Badass. I know some hard-ass motherfuckers. I ain't tough. I ain't tough. I know some real tough motherfuckers. And when you've flirted with death as many times as I have, you do something to you. And it's not cool, dude, because it'll take things from you that you're never going to get back. Some of the toughest people I've ever met in my life look so frail and weak to the common eye. But I'll be first to tell you, worst ass whipping I ever got in my life, truly, come from a 65-year-old man inside that same bar. Well, why do I say that? Well, I'll tell you. The bar I grew up in, hustling pool tables, there's an old man in there that was a regular. And, you know, at 18, we were allowed to drink in there, just a select handful of us, because everybody knew everybody. Then, you know, there's a few of us that had it like that, and I was one of them. And I was in there at 18, having a little too much fun, and me and some buddies of mine, we weren't we weren't fighting. It wasn't anything hostile, but we were just, our mouths were just vulgar talk. Well, that same bar every Friday and Saturday night, there's a group of about 4 ladies. They have this one table at the end of the bar, and that is their fucking table. It don't. A lot of times they wouldn't even show up till 9, 10 o'clock at night. But everybody knew you don't touch the ashtray, you don't touch the chairs, you don't touch the fucking table, you don't set nothing on it. That is their table until they come in, have their time, and leave. They were in there that night. I went to the bar to get another drink. I was hollering across the bar at my buddies, talking shit, and just having a little too much fun. That old man sitting at that bar looked at me 3 or 4 times, and he told me, he said, "Son, I'm gonna have to ask you to watch your mouth." And he was nice about it. About that third or fourth time he told me, he was leaned up on the bar with his Budweiser in this hand and his elbow like this. And he leaned in to me. He said, "Son, if I have to ask you to watch your mouth one more time," and he did just like this with a cigarette, just like this. He said, "I'm gonna beat your ass from going into this bar to the door." And he never broke eye contact with me. And my stupid drunken ass set my beer down, threw my arms out like this. Says, "Well, let's go then, old man." About that time, he beat my fucking ass from going into that bar to the door. And he hit me where it hurt. He wasn't trying to knock me out. And I mean, he beat my fucking ass. And all the way to the door. And I was laid on my fucking back. And he leaned over and he looked at me. He said, "Son, I told you what was going to happen if you didn't watch your mouth. Are you done?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I am." And he stuck his hand out. I grabbed his hand. He helped me up. And he said, "Now brush your ass off and get you another beer." And he took me to the bar and got me my next beer. And I still talk to that old man to this day. And he is still one of the hardest motherfuckers I ever met in my life. Well, little did I know, he was 25 years retired Marine. And had a lot of martial arts background, but those boomers didn't play no fucking games. Now I'm telling you, I know some 70, 75-year-old man that'll still beat an 18, 21, 25-year-old grown man's ass. They got it like that. You ever heard that song? Toby Keith, "I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was." That stands true to those old men. You better respect those motherfuckers because they put it on you. The pop's got them hands. You got to understand, a lot of those old men seeing things you won't see in nightmares and survived through them too. And I feel it's a dishonor to those men for the way the world is going today. Now I got some work I got to do to both of my boats. Hell, my pontoon fucking winch broke on it, and I went to go do a U-turn. Visibly, the winch was fine. You'd have never known there was something fucked up with it. Well, when it broke loose, when I did that U-turn, my pontoon boat came off the fucking trailer right in the middle of the damn road. Busted the tunes on the trailer. I got to take the tunes off, throw them on the trailer, and take them to get welded before I can get that boat back out there. I'm going to sell it once I do, though. We'll probably take it out once or twice, but I'll sell it. And then I'm going to sell the John boat, too. I've got a customer I'm doing work for that's about to give me a $10,000 boat for about $3,000 in trade, in labor trade. So And yeah, yep. I got other things I'm about to do too. I felt like a jackass. My boat come off in the middle of the 4-lane fucking road though. It wasn't even my fault, but I still felt like a jackass. Seen my ass out there. Had a bottle jack and 2 floor jacks and some wooden blocks, jacking my boat up off fucking ground to back my trailer back up underneath it. Luckily, I had some tie straps in the back of the truck too. Heavy duty ones, like 2-ton straps, and I was able to not have to even use that winch. The trailer I got's a pain in the fucking ass too. That's been about 2 months ago now. Well, we're taking care of a lot of those stress problems, so sometimes it takes hitting rock bottom to recognize what you got, what you need to do. Ain't no shame in that. Long as you get up and take a step forward. Nothing bad to be said about anybody who did their best at the end of the day. No, we ain't found Ernie. Somebody said something about coyotes, and no, I don't think it was coyotes either. He's a big dog. He'd take 2 or 3 of them by himself, I'm sure of it. Thank you, Tracy. My life started out a little crazy too, man. I got in a lot of trouble. I was never a big guy, so I was an easy target. I also kind of had a chip on my shoulder growing up. People knew I would fight at the drop of a hat, and I did. But I also was not going to stand there and watch somebody who couldn't defend themselves sit there and take shit off of somebody who could. And I put myself in some bad positions, got in a lot of trouble for that growing up. That was my downfall. Fighting was my downfall growing up. I just wasn't going to put up with it. Nobody could tell me shit. Tough life to live. Thankful for a lot of lessons I learned through it, but I don't question if my life would have been better another way though. Scars on my knuckles match scuffs on my boots. That's for sure. And now I've been through everything. Seems like shot, stab, jump, broken bones, bar fights, taken advantage of in the darkest ways as a kid. Watched some of the closest people to me die right in front of my face in a gruesome way. You name it. There's a reason my life is this way, though. I don't believe even if I tried to change it, it'd have been any different. Um, I was put here for a reason, and I have this undying feeling that my reason was to set the record straight, um, and do things most people don't have balls to do. Um, you see things different when you've come so close to death so many times. Hell, I've about bled out 4 different times, 3 or 4 different times. I've about suffocated. I've got a fucking awful peanut allergy. I'm about suffocated twice because of that. Uh, my life is kind of like Final Destination. I should have been dead a long time ago and didn't die. That speaks for something all by itself. I recognize I put myself in a lot of those positions. Miller kitty. Hey baby. What you doing, kitty cat? Huh? You come to see daddy? Hey daddy baby. Where's your go baby? Mm-hmm. Daddy love that kitty. I love my kitty cat. Here's a good baby. What is it, little cat? You hear them dogs barking? The dogs ain't gonna get you. Daddy won't let them. Daddy won't let them. I miss the Ernie Warnie. I know you do too. Ernie and the cats lay right next to each other. He wouldn't bother with them. Meow. Mm-hmm. I love you, baby. There's a good baby. Oh, there's a good baby, huh? And daddy, baby. And that daddy, baby. Go ahead, baby. That's my Miller cat. No, I didn't. Hold on 1 minute. I don't want to interrupt you. I'm good, but I'm good when you are. But you go ahead, you good.
Okay, we about to go. I just gotta get this plugged up the truck.
All right, I love you. All right, y'all. I'm getting off here. We got shit we gotta do today.